What's up everybody, it's KelseeBrianaJai here with a review on a highly hyped up item, and as you can tell by the title, I am reviewing the Silisponge by Molly Cosmetics, as well as comparing it to everybody's favorite, the Beauty Blender. Mine is dirty because I've already done the application. So I ordered my Silisponge from Molly Cosmetics and it came wrapped in this gold foil packaging, and it comes from Hong Kong, and then it comes wrapped again in this package, and this is it. Everybody is calling this a bra insert, and honestly guys, I don't know whose bra insert this is, but it's not doing anything for my double D. It's a clear silicone sponge, even though this isn't a sponge. This is very different for the makeup world. Like, we've never seen anything like this before. So like I stated, I ordered this sponge from mollycosmetics.com. I ordered this sponge on December the 5th, and it was a result of me being in a makeup website forum, and a bunch of people were talking about it. I was super interested. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning, so I was like, why the heck not? Placed an order, and I got it today, December the 13th. So it didn't take too long, considering that these are super popular. They've been restocking them, and every time they restock them, they've sold out, plus it's shipped from Hong Kong. So in this video, I wanted to compare the Silisponge to something that we are already familiar with, the Beauty Blender. So on one side I use the Beauty Blender, and on the other side I use the Silisponge. So if you guys could guess which side you like better, or which side do you think I use the Silisponge on, comment down below before you see the actual application. Don't cheat. Before we jump into the application, I do want to give you guys a bit of a background and just kind of explore the Silisponge with you guys, because this is my first time using it as well, so it's like a first impressions. So Molly Cosmetics has an Instagram where they've been demoing this product. This is actually called a Silisponge, and Molly Cosmetics is the brand. This sponge retails for $12, but it's on sale currently for $9.90, and they also offer coupon codes so you can save more on top of that. And I don't believe I paid anything for shipping. However, shipping is free if you don't want a tracking number. If you do want a tracking number, then that is extra. You can order 2 pieces and that'll be $14.90 on sale, plus you can also get the coupon code on top of that, so it's not expensive at all. So basically this was created because the inventor said that they were tired of wasting products. So this is basically just an applicator, so it's not going to absorb any products because it's made of silicone, so you're not going to waste anything anymore. But this is going to allow us to apply our makeup to its fullest capacity, so it's not going to take away any of the product. It's just going to help us apply it. It is marketed as an applicator, not a beauty blender, as the beauty blender is, where that basically can absorb some of the product to give you the right amount on your face. This is not absorbing anything. On mollycosmeticsshop.com it says spreading products with this will take some getting used to. Final blending can always be finished with an oval brush or usual sponge. For example, the beauty blender, that means washing the oval brush or the sponge will be minimized and they will last a whole lot longer. So basically what they're saying is you apply everything that you want here, and then you go back over it with your regular tools. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. Honestly, when I read that, I was like, so what is the point? But you guys will see in the application kind of how it applies and what your thoughts are, and then we can formulate an opinion together. So it's saying that this is hygienic, so this is ideal for people who don't like messy fingers during makeup, and I bet you can imagine cleaning this applicator will literally take no more effort than running it with a little soap and rinsing it with lukewarm water. So basically, before I did the application, I watched several of their videos on their Instagram page just to get an idea of how I'm supposed to apply this. And basically their directions are you take the smallest amount of cream / liquid product, and basically you go in a circular motion or back and forth to spread the product, and then after you spread it out to your liking, you tap repeatedly to blend and settle. And then I watched the 2 videos that are provided on their actual website. But before I jump into the demonstration, I do want to tell you guys that everything I used on my face is listed down below in the description box, so check there if you have any questions. But I'm very excited to show you guys which side is which, but don't watch that before you tell me which side you like right now. So okay, so the video that Molly Cosmetics posted had their model using the Hourglass Foundation, so I'm gonna use my Hourglass Foundation. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. I need to go in circular motions and spread this out. Spread it out, spread the love. Then you go back and you tap it. Tap repeatedly to blend and settle. Pay attention to edges, jawlines, hairlines around the eyes. Hold along sides and fold to create a point to do detailing and build coverage as needed. Okay, I think I'm good on this side. I'm going to do the same 3 as close as possible. And I put a little bit on my forehead and I'm going to blend that out with my beauty blender. Like I normally would. Now I have applied the Hourglass Foundation on both sides using 2 different tools. On the Silisponge side, I definitely feel like I have more coverage than I do on the side where I use the Beauty Blender. I do feel like the Beauty Blender allowed me to get a smoother finish, but I do feel like the Silisponge allowed me to keep more of the product, so I'm able to get a fuller coverage, and I feel like I probably don't need to go back in with any more of the foundation. Now the Beauty Blender's sole purpose is to blend. So amongst all the tools for applying makeup, the Beauty Blender is definitely high ranking for me, and I definitely feel like this side is more of a smoother finish. The Beauty Blender is designed to absorb a lot of the unnecessary product that goes on your face, so it's going to give you a flawless finish. However, that's kind of going with Silisponge's logic that you're wasting product, so basically you can use their silicone applicator to apply the product and then go back with like another brush or a Beauty Blender to just even it out and finish it. The Silisponge barely has any product on it. It's basically kept all of the product on my face and just smoothed it out for me. And then the Beauty Blender has a bit of the product here, and most of the time I can go back with the Beauty Blender and get a little bit of coverage in certain areas. Now I'm going to try and blend out some concealer and see how I like it. So I'm going to take my favorite concealer, the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I have the color Biscuit, and I'm going to apply 3 swipes. Now I do like that I'm able to just wipe off the Silisponge and have a clean applicator, or if you want to, you can spray it with something to get it clean. But I'm going to take the pointer tip of this and blend out my concealer. Tell you to rub, to blend. Oh, I feel like it's definitely harder to blend your concealer with this. It's giving me the full amount of coverage from my concealer, so that may be good for you guys who like a lot of coverage from your concealer. So I was able to blend it out. It took a little bit longer than I'm typically used to for blending out my concealer. So let me apply the same amount on the other side. And then blend that out with my Beauty Blender. So So here we have the application of both. So on this side, I blended out my concealer with my beauty blender, and on this side, I blended out my concealer using the Silisponge. So you guys can see what the application looks like with both. On the Silisponge side, I definitely felt like I had a bit of difficulty blending out my concealer. It was really sticky underneath there, and I felt like it tugs at my delicate under eye area, which I didn't like. To me, I feel like the concealer is sitting on top of my fine lines, and I can't really blend it out any better than this, just because it kind of is messing with my eye area. And if you guys watch my videos, you know my under eye area is pretty sensitive, so it doesn't feel that good. Now when using the beauty blender, I felt like I was able to blend it out a little bit faster, and because it has water in it, it's a bit more sensitive to the under eye area, and I'm able to gently pounce it. And lastly, on the Silisponge website, I saw the model demo where she blended out a cream contour. So I'm going to take my cream contour. This is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate 02 Intensity, and I'm going to initially apply that with the brush. This is the Marc Jacobs The Shape brush. I'm not going to blend it, and just see how that turns out. So I'm gonna go in with the Silisponge first. Rotate it around and spread it out. So we're using my beauty blender on the other side. So let's try this again with the beauty blender. I don't see any harsh lines from the product. Then on the other side, the beauty blender definitely removed a lot of the unnecessary products, and it gave us a more natural finish. As you can see, I put the same amount, so you see the beauty blender side looks a touch more natural and not as brown, as opposed to the Silisponge side, which definitely left a good chunk of that product there. So now let me go ahead and finish off my makeup, and I'll be back to finish talking to you guys about this product. So I've completed my makeup, so you guys can see which side you prefer. This is the beauty blender side, and this is the Silisponge side. Okay guys, so now that you saw the demonstration, what did you think? Did you guess right? Let me know down in the comment section, like, oh, I knew she used that on this side, I knew she used that on that side. Like, tell me if you guessed right, and tell me which side you like. Now basically, to summarize my thoughts, I feel like this tool is a step in something different, and it definitely takes a little bit of getting used to. I have pretty mixed emotions about it. Honestly, applying my foundation, the foundation that I used today, I do feel like it blended it out and it gave me a lot of good coverage, and I was able to get a really pretty application with it. However, I did feel the urge to go back over it with my beauty blender. So I think if I would have used those two tools in conjunction with each other, I feel like I would have liked the application better. Of course, applying my foundation with my beauty blender gave me the beautiful finish that I wanted, but it did take away a lot of the product. I think these two products will work better in unison with each other, like the direction state, versus trying to compete, because this is not going to blend your foundation for you. So for foundation, I don't know. I feel like if I ever use this for my foundation, I definitely feel like I have to have a beauty blender to follow up behind it, just to make sure that I get that flawless finish that I'm used to. But for concealer, I did not like this at all. I felt like it was a bit too harsh. The edges around it are a little bit jagged. I can see every single fine line I have underneath my eye, and I don't really like that. So I will never use this for my concealer. I have grown accustomed to using my beauty blender to set my under eye concealer with my powder, because it melts the powder into the skin. And so if I was using this, I can't use powders with this because it's silicone and won't pick it up in the same way. And as far as the cream contour, oh my goodness, the cream contour blended out like a dream on my face. So you can see it here, and it just looks gorgeous. This product allowed me to blend out that cream contour and get that really pretty smooth effect. Now the Tom Ford cream contour, I'm not gonna lie, probably has a little bit to do with that as well, because it's a beautiful product. But oh my goodness, it didn't take away any of the product, and it was able to just blend it out and diffuse it beautifully. And on this side where I just used the beauty blender, it made it look super natural, which it still looks nice as well, but it just is not giving me that glam look that I'm getting here. So this looks absolutely stunning. So I definitely loved it for my cream contour. So overall, I would definitely say try it. If you're interested in it, it's $9. You probably will have to wait for it just because of the popularity it's been getting, but I definitely think that it would be a good tool to apply your makeup with, especially if you're one of those people who apply your makeup with your fingers. This can replace your fingers. However, this does not replace your brush. Or if you want to get it to try it out to blend out your cream contour, baby, because it is banging. It is amazing. Then definitely check this out for that purpose as well. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. And if you haven't already, make sure you like this video, leave me a comment, and make sure you subscribe before you leave. And I will see you all in my next video. Smooches. Bye. Bye.